All right, let's take a look back at this day in history. 2019, when the superhero movie Avengers Endgame became the first film to take in more than $1 billion in ticket revenue in its opening weekend alone. Now, that milestone had been years in the making as Hollywood executives embraced the financial power of sequels rather than new original storylines. Now, while it was a gift to the bottom lines of Hollywood studios, they were often derided as a crutch, a sign that Hollywood had lost its creativity, a loss that some say would lead to sequel fatigue among audience hungering for something newer and fresher. Now, the new Ryan Coogler film, Sinners, has been a proxy for that conversation as of late. It's one of the few original studio releases to top the box office charts in ages and is now the fifth highest grossing film of the year. In fact, the only one on that list that's not a sequel or part of a previous series. However, for all the derision of sequels, they have been a financial saver for Hollywood, either straight-up sequels like Inside Out 2, or serials franchise films like the Marvel movies, or even films based on long-standing IP like Barbie. The top 10 films last year each fell into one of those three buckets, and 15 of the 20 highest-grossing films of all time also fall into those categories as well. And the trend is far from new. Hollywood's first sequel, that was actually all the way back in 1916, a follow-up to D.W. Griffith's controversial Birth of a Nation. Then you had the Thin Man franchise films of the 1930s, the campy sci-fi sequels of the 1950s, like Revenge of the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and then the mega blockbuster extensions in the 1970s, 80s, like Godfather Part 2 and Indiana Jones. This year, as a percentage of all movies slated for release, sequels will dominate the calendar more so than ever. A year that has already raked in $2.2 billion in ticket sales. That's up 12% from the same stretch last year. So if you're a studio exec or you run a theater chain, that has to be music to your ears, no matter whether the storyline is a retread of movies past or something original like Sinners.